I think the hardest part of having diabetes is knowing that it's a 24/7 job, that if I don't perform to the best of my ability, I suffer for it.
My name is Allison Ong. I am a fourth-year college student at UCLA. I was diagnosed when I was 11 years old in 2007. My diagnosis story is a little crazy. I'd come home from school, I was looking and feeling pretty sick, pretty underweight, and I took a nap, and then finally my parents shook me awake and they said, "We're taking you to the ER." I found out that my blood glucose was 1,500 when your normal glucose range is 80 to 100. Type 1 diabetes does not run in my family. I'm actually the first one to get it.
So when I was in middle school, high school, I was around, the age range of 14 to 17 years old. When I had diabetes, I was becoming more and more independent with it. My parents were not monitoring my glucose anymore, and I didn't mind. I was craving that freedom and that independence, and I was taking diabetes alone as like my own challenge and my own burden. But that also resulted in me becoming disappointed with myself if I didn't perform my best, and I would be super hard on myself. There was a lot of pressure on me to manage my own health because no one else was doing it for me. Altogether, as with any sort of like ongoing challenge in your life, there are plenty of positives that can come out of it if you let it. For example, my best friend is diabetic, and I've also become part of like this really welcoming diabetes community. I've done some like diabetes volunteering that makes me feel like really connected to the advocacy, and I've definitely like grown personally from diabetes. I found it easier to adapt to new challenges and situations. I think I've become more flexible, more open-minded when meeting new people, and I think that's just really helped me like accomplish what I have so far and like discover what I wanted to do in the future. So for any young girls or any teenagers going through these sorts of struggles, whether with chronic illness or with feeling these pressures to be perfect or to perform at your best, you're going to have ups and downs, and that's natural. But what's more constructive than piling hate on yourself is figuring out what the problem is and taking steps to find a solution.